Welcome back to Virtual Reality. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Look what I have here. This is the HTC Vive XR Elite and I will show you a review in this video. This is a standalone XR headset, so you can do VR and AR, but you can also connect it to PC and play, for example, all those CVR games. So I will show you a review about everything you need to know. Thank you to my sponsors, VoodooDE VR, Opperman Events, Virtuous, Cape and Slim Beats. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Okay guys, let's do a quick unboxing. If you don't like unboxings, then check out the timestamps in the description below to jump into other sections. So, this package here feels like a recycled material. Doesn't look very interesting, to be honest, but I don't care about the package, to be honest. Let's open that. So as you can see, we have different numbers here. This is number 1 with the setup instructions. Then we have number 2, 3 and 4, and that's what we will open now. So let's first one, of course, you have to do the setup. Then the number 2, here is a cable and some instruction guides. You see that here we have a strap here, and then we have a USB-C cable. Interesting. I will put it back here again so I don't miss anything. Then we have here the safety and regulatory guide and a limited consumer warranty. I wonder if any people on this planet ever read that stuff. So I can't understand why it's all the time this is inside the package. So here, that was number 2. Number 3 is, this is the battery pack of the headset. Now, look at this. And we have the wheel here. And then here, even the cable comes out here. That's pretty good. Yeah. And here we have the USB-C for charging. Very interesting. So let's put that back here. Then we have number 4. That's the controllers. Also here in the package we have 2 USB-C to USB-A cable. You see that here. And another one as well. This is for charging the controllers. Here's the other cable. And here we have the controllers. Look at this. So these are standard controllers, but what I really love is that they are so long here. For big hands, this is really good. Feels really good for Beat Saber or so, I don't know. And then we have the trigger buttons, grip buttons, A, B, X, Y buttons, the Vive button and the menu button, and of course the thumbsticks here. Oh, I switched it on. And everything else. We have the USB-C connector port, so there's a battery included. I think we cannot replace them. Yeah, really nice. The controllers look pretty good. And of course then we have the Vive XR Elite headset here in this nice package with the Vive logo. Let's get it out. Here we go. There it is. Nice. Looks pretty beautiful, I must say. And we can change the diopter here. So look at this. We can change this wheel, and then we go from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it depends on your eye strength for both lenses. So that's pretty cool. What I instantly noticed is that the lenses are really small. Look at this. I think I've never seen so small lenses here. That's I think it could be a very small field of view, but we will try that out. So we have the USB-C port here. We have integrated sound. Here's a button. There is a button. We have to check it out what these buttons are for. 3 cameras here. Here's a camera, here's a camera. So 5 cameras. Here is the IPD adjustment. Really good. And then we can remove these parts here. So then we can, of course, put the back with a battery instead of these holders here. So when I put that on my head, this is really, really strange, I must say, because it's just so strange material here. I see all my surroundings here, and that's really strange. I have no idea what that stuff is made for. No idea. Yeah, guys. So that's oh, we can disassemble that. Yeah, perhaps this is better than like this. Yeah. So guys, we can go to the next section and see the review now. Okay, let's talk about the design first. So this is the version where you only have this holders here for placing it on your head like this. It's very small. It's very light and very small. And yeah, you have the USB-C cable here. In this version where you don't have the battery on your back, then you need something to power that, of course, a power bank or something. And then here you have the sound slots. You see that here. That's for the integrated sound. Then you have, this is volume up and down. This is a power button. And here is the IPD slider. You know? And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras for tracking. So all in all, I really love the design. Looks like 2 big eyes or something. I really love that. It's nice, but of course you see the fingerprints here a little bit. Yeah, that's a problem. And the facial interface is very small. Look at this. I will talk about this when we talk about comfort. This is so small, and it's made from some, I don't know, fabric here, very smooth. And yeah, the lenses here, you can turn around the lenses for your diopter. And then you can, here's 2 buttons, then you can disassemble the 2 parts here. And then you can go for this one. And I will show it to you. It's really easy to assemble like this. And this, and of course the USB-C, like this. So here we go, and now we have a full headset here, what we can put on your head. And there we have, this is a rubber material here for the back of your head, and the wheel. Here's USB-C charger. And what I find pretty strange is this small strap here. It's very small. It's very. You have to assemble that yourself. I have an idea why that is. We will talk about this in the comfort section. But all in all, I really love the design of the XR Elite. Huh. What do you think? It's cool. Okay, let's talk about comfort and weight. Let's begin with the weight. So in this version where you just put it like a glasses, it's 278 grams, and this is very light. It's just like nothing, like nothing. And yeah, with the head strap here on the back of your head, it's 611 grams. That's much more, but it's still very light. So from the weight, it's really good. It's awesome. But let's talk about the comfort. So when I first put that on my head, I had this version here, and I put that on my head, and I thought, what the heck? So it's just these parts are too small. That's the first thing, but I don't use that anyway. So it's just too small. The facial interface is too small. I can show it to you. It's so small, and it just has some very small parts here, and they just touch your face at very small area, and that pushes very hard on your on small parts of your face, and that hurts. It really hurts, and I really didn't like it. I can show you a picture now how I looked after many games that I played. I had some red areas here on my nose, and it really hurts, and it's very, very strange. So in this like this, I can never play longer. So I will show you the other version. And also with this part, when you move your head, it just falls from your head because they are too small. So here is the other version. Let's assemble that pretty quick. That's really easy. So, and now we have a full headset here, and I have to open that completely because when I just can't put it on my head otherwise. It's for very small heads. So, and now it's a little bit better because we have the counterweight here and the strap and all the stuff. But still, there is so much light leakage coming here because this facial interface is so small that I have to pull it very hard to at least don't see everything of my room. And now it's very uncomfortable. Again, it pushes on my face, and this is crazy. I don't like this. And yeah, the only problem for me is just the facial interface because it's so small. So I really hope here that there will be some accessories from VR cover or something that makes it bigger, and also the area where it touches your face should be much more, like with all other headsets. I don't understand that. I guess perhaps because it comes from Asian area, they have other head formats or something. They have smaller heads. I guess, I don't know, but that's not good for me. Also, the first time I used that without this strap here, and there it's even more uncomfortable. It's just unplayable for me. With this strap, it's better. So as you have to assemble that for yourself, I think they noticed that some people complained about that, and they put that into the package. So it's better with this, but still with this facial interface, I don't want to play longer than 10 or 15 minutes. This is nothing for me. I hope they will exchange the facial interface. So comfort is a thumbs down for me. I'm sorry. Let's talk about the setup. So when you put that on your head, it activates automatically, and then it says download an app. So you need a smartphone, and there's the Vive Manager app. And with this app, it shows you first how to assemble the head strap or something, how to set up your eye strength and all the stuff here with the wheels. And then it shows you how to set up your room and how to control everything with the controllers. For example, when you sit, you don't need to do the room setup. If you want a room scale, then it's like a laser pointer where you can mark your area, like with all other standalone headsets like the Quest 2 or Pico 4 or so. So this is really very nice. And after that, you can, for example, you see the home area, and there you can go to the library, start your apps, do some settings and stuff. And you can also control your smartphone. There is a special place in your home area where you can control your smartphone. You have to give the permission on your smartphone, and then you should be able to use that. I have a Google Pixel 7 Pro, and it didn't work with that. That's strange. So I don't know, perhaps you need a special smartphone, but it didn't work. So, but all in all, the setup is very easy and absolutely no problem. Okay, let's talk about the display. This is one of the most important points of a VR headset. So the Vive XR Elite has a resolution of 1920 by 1920 by 90 Hertz. And this is nothing special in these days. So for example, even the PlayStation VR 2 has a higher resolution and stuff. It's nothing special. It has a bit better resolution than the MetaQuest Pro, but 90 Hertz is nothing special. It's standard or even below standard at these times. So yeah. All in all, the pixels, if you concentrate on the pixels, you will see them. But for me personally, I didn't have any problems with that. I forgot that about 3 seconds after I saw them, and it's fine. When I checked out some test pictures through the lens, the colors, for example, are, I think they seem a little bit washed out or something. I had much better headsets, what colors belong, so I didn't really like it. It was not so bad, but I noticed that, and it's not so good. The black levels are also not perfect because it's an LC display. It's not an OLED. So yeah, you will not have complete black, but I think the black levels are pretty fine. That's okay. And all in all, yeah, the display, it's not really bad, but it's nothing special. It's just something every headset can have. So yeah, it's medium quality, I would say. Let's talk about lenses and field of view. Let's talk with the positive thing. So the sweet spot or edge-to-edge clarity. So what you see in your in your field of view, everything is clear. In my opinion, it's very individual. You will perhaps see some different things, but with my head shape and eye shape, I had a good edge-to-edge clarity. Everything was really sharp and focused and so on, and I didn't have any problems to find a sweet spot. So this is very fine. But the next thing is the light leakage. So this part here of the headset, I really hate it because it doesn't even 1% fit my face. So there is a lot of light leakage when I put it here. The light comes from the bottom and from the sides and so on. And that's really, I mean, I forgot about that after 10 minutes, but I still don't like it. And then we come to the God rays. So I instantly noticed that everything is mirrored on the lenses. So if you have a black background and white text or something, then everything is mirrored inside the lenses, and that looks very strange. A lot of God rays and stuff. And I thought that could be the reason because of the light leakage from my room or something. So I really pressed the complete facial interface brutal inside my head. So I didn't have any light leakage, but there was still the mirroring effects on the lenses. So I don't like the lenses. And also they are so small. That's what I already noticed at the unboxing, and that leads us to the field of view. So I measured that. Please, guys, it is the field of view values are extremely individual. You will have totally different values, perhaps better values because you have other head shape and stuff. So these are my personal values. Be careful, okay? So with the Vive XR Elite, I had a vertical field of view of 90 degree and a horizontal field of view of 84 degree. And this is so bad. This is so bad. It was even worse than the Vajo Aero. And that was, in my case, it was really bad. But this one is even worse. And people that know me on my channel, you know that I love field of view. And so I just cannot use this headset because of that reason. It's so small. But, guys, there's a lot of dependence on this part here. This is the worst facial interface I ever had on any VR headset. For me personally, it's so uncomfortable and it's so bad. So I tried the field of view with just putting that on my head, and then it's better. It's still not really good, but it's much better. So I really hope in the future there will be some third-party facial interfaces, for example by VR cover, or even some modded 3D prints or something. Then it could get better. But with the stuff that you buy, this is so bad. In at least in my case, if you have a small face or something, could be better, but I really hate this part of the headset. So all in all, the God rays and the field of view, thumbs down. I'm sorry. Let's talk about the controllers. So they look pretty normal like all other controllers, just tracked with this ring here. We have A, B, X, Y button, menu button, Vive button for all the menus, and the grip button, trigger button. And yeah, what I really love is that it's strange, but this is very long. The handle here, it's very long, longer than other controllers. And that's, for me, it's really good for bigger hands. That's very comfortable. But I think it's a little bit strange. So the headset, especially the facial interface, is so for small heads, and the controllers are for big hands. So this is crazy. So the XR Elite is for people with very small, tiny heads and really big hands. I wonder how these people look. Just kidding. So the controllers are really comfortable. So the battery life is very long. I didn't charge them. I didn't even charge them. Very long. And you cannot open that to replace the battery. Just charge it with USB-C port, and then you're good to go. But the controllers are really good and comfortable. Okay, guys, let's check out the games that you can play. So here in this home area, you have this area where you can go to the store, and then yeah, they show some apps here. Here's Gadget here, Unplugged or something, Puzzling Places, and then we have different categories here like Action. But if you check this out, there is no really game that you think, wow, this is really awesome. Best here is Engine Dungeon, and the next one is yeah, here some arcade games. Also nothing what I don't know, Loco Dojo, Rainbow Reactor. I mean, this is, I know these games, but these are really casual games. I don't buy a headset for this price to play these games. Yeah, upcoming games, there is Green Hell VR. I think this is the best and biggest game in the whole store here. Yeah. Then we have some Culture Journey here, Construct VR, but nothing, absolutely nothing special. Suggestions of the of HTC, and then they put something like Crisis Brigade here. That's crazy. Highlights. What is a highlight here? Perhaps Unplugged? I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah. So, and then there is Viveport. You can go to Viveport, and here are some more apps. There are some better apps. There's, for example, Climby or something, Down the Rabbit Hole. Some more games that are a little bit better. Puzzling Places is very cool, but still, it does not 1% compete with the Quest store, for example, or even with the Pico store. There is nearly nothing special, I would say. So I buy a headset for this price, and then I play these small casual games. That doesn't make sense. So I think it's for business, yeah, so that you can craft your own apps, business apps, and then use the headset for that. But don't buy the headset to play these small casual games. That doesn't make sense. So the store of the games is really not so good. Okay guys, welcome to a tracking test. I'm here in the Vive Sync app, and we have our character here. And as you can see, the tracking is pretty good. Here in front of my chest, that works. On the side, there's no problem. Yeah. And when I hold it behind my back, it works for a longer time. Look at this. Even only after 2 seconds or so, then he stops, and that's pretty good. Other headsets stop tracking behind the back instantly, and this one does work pretty long, pretty good, and that's really nice. When I hold it here in front of my head, that's fine. But when I hold it very close to the headset, then it stops working, of course. But that's normal. That's with pretty every headset. But it still works good. When I hold it here, then it also doesn't work. Yeah. But here on the sides and here on my chest and everything, even when I hold it like a weapon. Give me a sec. Oh. Yeah, it depends on how you hold the weapon. Normally it works pretty good here, the tracking, you see. So this is fine. It's even on the back, it's still better than other trackings. But all in all, I would say it's normal inside out tracking. It's good, it's no problems, and I can give this a thumbs up. Let's talk about heat development. So the headset doesn't really get hot. That's not a problem, but there is a cooler. I don't know if you can hear that. It's just hard to record. However, here's a cooler, and this is really disturbing. I played for the first time then, and I played some games, and then I heard something. I thought there was a hairdryer activated or something, but it was the headset, and it's not always on the cooler, but sometimes random then it switches on, and it's really loud, and that's disturbing. I don't really like that. So now I can hear it again. I don't know. It's just loud, believe me. And that's a problem. Other headsets don't have this problem, at least most of them. So I don't know why they. Perhaps there was no other way or so. But that's not something cool. It's not so bad, but it's just you hear it, and that goes on my nerves. Let's talk about removable parts and cleaning. So as you already know, you can disassemble the whole headset here with these buttons, and then you can clean that. For example, here the rubber material with a little bit of water, you can clean it. That's no problem, or a wet towel or so. And then the cool thing is you can remove the whole face cover here. You can even wash that, not in the washing machine, but you can make it wet and then let it dry, and then that's really good. And also this part here, this is really easy to clean because you can disassemble like everything on this headset, and that's a nice thing. So that's really awesome that you can do that. And so in this section, that's top. Let's talk about IPD settings. So here on the lower part, you have a small button that you can move left and right. And when I put it on my head, as soon as I move that, I see some green lines, and it says move until the lines are sharp. And the minimum value is 56 millimeters, and the maximum value is 70 millimeter. That's and in the lower area it's okay, but only 70. That's not enough in my opinion. But for me, it's no problem. I have 59 to 60, and that's really absolutely no problem. But it's not mechanical like with some other headsets. It has no eye tracking and all the stuff, so you cannot do that automatically with a motor, or so you have to do it manually with this slider here. And for a headset with this price, strange. But the IPD is from 56 to 70 millimeters. Okay guys, let's talk about pass-through mode. So on the right controller we have this button, we can push it twice. And then here we go to the pass-through. I hope this will be recorded, I don't know. But yeah, you can see everything here in color. Yeah, that when you get very close, it's a really good picture, but in the background it's it's just very many. It looks strange, not sharp. I cannot read the stuff here, but all in all, it's just okay. You can perhaps read your smartphone or drink something or whatever that works. But there is no 3D depth because the depth sensor, I don't know, it doesn't work or whatever. It's just 2D, and I do not see any 3D. But all in all, yeah, the pass-through cameras are fine. It's not a big problem. And when you want to go back, you just hit the button twice and then here you go. That's it. Let's talk about people wearing glasses. And here, this headset is really awesome because look at this. You can set up your diopters here separately from 0 to 6 for each eye separately, and that's so nice. So you don't even have to wear your glasses. The headset even says put away your glasses, and then when you turn the wheels there will be also the green lines, and then the other eye is getting dark, and then you can do that for every eye separately until the lines are sharp, and then use IPD to set up IPD. This is totally awesome, and I wish this would be cool for other this would be available for other headsets as well. So this is top. Thank you so much. Let's talk about battery life. So as I already said, the controllers have a very long battery life. You can play with the controllers, and then you have to recharge this device like 8 times, and they are still available with battery. So I think it's the controllers are around 15 to 16 hours or so. But the headset itself has this big battery here, but it lasts only maximum 2 hours, and that's really not much. Yeah, look at the battery. It's really huge and heavy, but only 2 hours. That's a little disadvantage, I would say, but you can hot swap the batteries. That means during your session with the VR headset, you can just disassemble the battery and put another one on the headset, and without shutting down of the headset. But of course, you need to buy some other batteries from HTC. At the time I record this, I have no idea about the price, but I'm pretty sure this will not be very cheap, as we know that from HTC. So this is the battery life is really not so cool with 2 hours, I would say. Let's talk about the connectors and connections that this headset has. So of course the first thing is we have USB-C here. That's for the power for the headset, and also if you want to connect this headset to your PC wired, that also works. And then here we have a USB-C port for charging the battery. We also have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, of course, integrated. And if we disassemble the VR facial interface, then here we have another USB-C port. Perhaps for some future modules or something, that's gonna be very interesting. And what I noticed is that there is no audio jack. So if you want to use your own headset, a wired headset, then that doesn't work. It just doesn't work, and that's really bad, I would say. So yeah, but all in all, yeah, that's the connectors this headset has. Okay, let's talk about hand tracking. Look at this. So here we have our hands, and that looks pretty good. Yeah, so they can even clap in my hands and stuff. So I would say that's as good as for the Quest 2. And we have here some stuff that we can lift up with our hands. Works pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, everything works. So hand tracking seems to be no problem. Okay guys, face tracking and eye tracking. So if you just buy the headset like this, there will be no eye tracking and face tracking. You will need a module that I couldn't buy at the time I bought this. But I think it will be connected at the USB-C port here, and then you will have a module here for face and eye tracking. But I'm really sorry, I couldn't try that. I cannot tell you anything about it, but I'm pretty sure nearly all headsets have, at this time, have good face and eye tracking. I think that will not be a problem. Let's talk about sound and microphone. So the sound comes from these slots here, there. It goes down and up, and at the side here, you can see it, and on the other side as well. So I'm not really a sound enthusiast. I don't really care about sound, I must be honest. But I really noticed that this integrated sound is not good. I can compare it to the Quest 2. The Quest 2 also has these kind of slots, but it sounds a little bit better than the Vive XR Elite. So I think this is not good. Also, in addition, it has bad sound, but it also doesn't have audio jack. So you cannot connect your wired headphones. I couldn't try Bluetooth because I don't have a Bluetooth headset, but perhaps that works. Then it would be fine, but the integrated sound is really bad. I also made a microphone test. Let's hear that. Welcome back to Virtual Reality. This is a microphone test with the HTC Vive XR Elite. Let's do some popping sounds. Pop, 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 pop. And let's scream a little bit. I'm looking forward about the results. Yeah, and as you can hear, the microphone is better than the old HTC headset. So HTC produced the worst microphones in their headset, but this one is better. Fortunately, they they fixed the problem with the microphone, so there are not many popping sounds or so. You can really use the microphone really good. So yeah, the integrated sound is bad, but the microphone is okay. Let's talk about PC VR streaming. So you have to download a tool, Vive streaming client, and then you have to connect the headset. You have to go inside the headset, and then via the pass-through cameras you have to scan a QR code on the PC monitor. That's a very strange method. That for the first 30 minutes it just didn't work. It just didn't work that he could recognize the QR code, but now it works. I don't know why. It's a strange method. And then of course you can play Steam VR stuff, but if you just start Steam VR on your PC, it didn't work for me. You have to go inside the Vive XR Elite and then go in your library and then PC VR apps, and then you can start Steam VR. That's a really strange thing. Why can't I just start it on PC? I mean, it's cool that you can start it inside the headset, but I want both ways. Okay, that just didn't work. Yeah, and then I played some games like Half-Life Alyx, and that worked. But it's not perfect. It has some artifacts and not so bad, but I noticed that. And it also has some very short disconnects and black screens during the gameplay. I think once in a minute the screen gets black for a quarter second or something, and that was disturbing. I don't like that. But I think they can fix that with software updates, so should be fine in some weeks perhaps, but with all other headsets, the PC VR streaming worked really better, I must be honest. Even with the Quest 2 or the Meta Quest Pro or any other Pico 4, it worked better as with the Vive XR Elite. That's it. And really important thing, the price. So it's HTC, so don't expect that this headset is cheap. It's $1,099. And yeah, that's a huge price, of course, when you think about other headsets. So yeah, you have to consider that, $1,099. Okay guys, so we've learned a lot about this headset now, and let's come to a conclusion. I listed it on pro and contra arguments. Let's start with the pro side. So of course, what I really love with this headset is that you can change the diopter. You can just, you don't need your glasses. That's really cool. So you can switch from 0 to 6 from each eye individual. And that's really a nice thing. That should be implemented in all the headsets. I mean, private, I don't really care about that because I don't need glasses. But for people that wear glasses, this is awesome. This is really awesome. So that's definitely on the pro side. Another thing is the weight. I mean, a little bit over 600 grams. It's so nice. And also with the other mod, only with the glasses option, then it's even under 300 grams. So the weight is really nice with the Vive XR Elite. And what I also really love are the controllers. I love them because they are so long and they are good in my hands, and they are comfortable. They work really good. So I really love the controllers of the Vive XR Elite. That's on the pro side. And on the contra side, I put some parts in brackets because it's very individual. The first one is the field of view. So I had so bad values. This has a very small field of view for me, especially because of this part. I hope there will be some third-party stuff or so, but I had a really bad field of view, a very small field of view, but it's very individual, so it's in brackets. Perhaps you have a bigger field of view with your head shape or something. And also the next thing, the comfort, I put in brackets because I really hate this part of the headset. It's just so uncomfortable for me. It pushes on my head. I really don't like it, but perhaps for you it will be comfortable with your head shape, but I don't like it. Also the lenses, they are so small and they also produce some mirroring effects and God rays and all the stuff. So I really didn't like that as well. And also the sound. So there are only these slots. I know that I didn't expect that powerful sound, but you can't even connect your audio jack headphones, your own audio jack headphones, so because there is no connector. And even the Quest 2 has better integrated sound in my opinion. So I put that on the contra side. And also, this is not a big thing, but I noticed that the cooler fan here, I heard that during my sessions, and that was a little bit disturbing. It's not a really bad thing, but I noticed that, okay? So I put that on contra side. So, who should buy this headset? Yeah, guys, only people wearing glasses, nobody else. That's my personal opinion. Because, yeah, you can set your diopter, and that's a really good thing. So if you hate it to wear your glasses under the headset or something, then it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a really good thing then. But for everybody else, do not buy this headset. It's just too. It's just so expensive, and it doesn't really make sense, yeah, to buy it because, yeah, okay, when you compare it to the Quest Pro, the Quest Pro is cheaper, but even has integrated face and eye tracking. But the Vive XR Elite doesn't have that. You have to buy it separately. But all in all, I don't want to say buy the Quest Pro. I don't recommend any of both headsets because they are both too expensive. But this is even more expensive. And so I only recommend that for people wearing glasses. Also, I had some problems sometimes with PCVR streaming that was disconnected or something. Of course, that will be fixed with updates, but still not perfect. So all in all, I personally don't like the Vive XR Elite. I will not play with that and not use it. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. So if you want always honest and brutal reviews, then would be so nice if you could support me. $1 per Patreon. You can find the first pinned comment under the video. Then you get behind the scenes videos and early access to my videos. That would be so cool, guys. So Yeah, thank you for watching. Share the video everywhere and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya.
VoodooDE